Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else, this is John Paval here, doing a special edition today, September 15th, specifically to tell you about upcoming live streams, including one in just about an hour's time from the Enescu International Music Festival in Romania. It's a terrific musical festival. They're doing live streams right and left, but it's difficult to find exactly what is being live streamed when in advance. On a daily basis, if you go to their website, you can, the festival website, you can find what is being live streamed that day, and then also what are the other concerts they're putting online, because they will do one live stream live, well, they'll do one concert live, and then they'll do 3 or 4 recordings, which are replaying concerts that were done live the week before, or that are just only being provided as recorded concerts. So, so as we only work exclusively with live performances, that kind of ça nous met le bâton dans les roues, as the French would say. It puts a stick in the wheels, gets in our way. But anyway, so I wanted to tell you about this. And beside me, you see the photo of the near legendary, the magnificent, one of the top pianists of the last 70 years, Martha Argerich. And I wanted to get this special report up now. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Europe, 9 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, 6 in the morning on the West Coast, for all you Hollywood technician types that get up that early, because Martha Argerich is going to be playing at about an hour and a half, roughly at 4:30. Well, roughly at, is that at 4:30? Let me double check the time for you again, and then I'll make a proper announcement. Every time I look at it, it'll be roughly at 3:30 our time, in a half an hour's time. I thought we had a little more time than that. We don't, so it's a good thing I'm here telling you about it. And that time, I think, just changed on me. But it may be that the concert doesn't actually start up until 3:30 European time. That would be in a half an hour's time. It may be that it actually doesn't start until a half an hour later, till 4 o'clock. These numbers are fudged. I would go there from 3:30 on if you want to hear this. Monday, September 15th at 3. Let me do this again. Monday, September 15th, the Enescu Music Festival live streams the near legendary Martha Argerich playing Ravel's piano concerto and more. As I said, they're billing this as being at 4:30 Eastern European time or 5 o'clock Eastern European time, depending on what heading you look at. Which makes it 3:30 at the earliest European time. That's 9:30 in the morning on the East Coast, 6:30 in the morning on the West Coast, and 11:30 at night down under in Australia. Who is Martha Argerich? Geez, she's been around since the 1950s when she got her start. We're talking about 70 years ago. I have a photo of Martha Argerich then and now that I sometimes like to put up when I'm discussing a concert with her. She has played everything, everywhere, with everybody. Pianists don't come any better, and they certainly don't come any more experienced than Martha Argerich. And the thing is, the reason why you don't want to miss her is she's not going to be around forever. A year ago, she did a concert with Daniel Barenboim. The two of them came up together back in the 50s and 60s. They've both been around that long. And not long after they did that concert, it was live streamed, and we told you about it. Not long after they did that live stream in Germany, Barenboim announced that he was cutting back on conducting because of health problems. And then he had to cancel a number of live stream concerts. So he's not going to be around forever. Neither is Martha. And she seems in great shape. She's doing really well. But nonetheless, I don't think you want to miss opportunities to enjoy, experience Martha Argerich playing live. And it's a lovely piece that she's going to be playing. It's it's Ravel's Piano Concerto in G major, which is a very favorite, so probably one of the more popular piano concertos out there. Now, the orchestra is the Monte Carlo Philharmonic Orchestra, and before sniffing at that orchestra, they have been around since the 1850s under various names. And the thing about that orchestra is, Monte Carlo has a lot of money. So they can afford to pay very talented musicians to play with them. They're not, this is not a community orchestra. This is a top of the line orchestra. The conductor is Charles Dutoit, and he's been around forever too. Charles Dutoit is so distinguished that 2017, he received the gold medal of the Royal Philharmonic Society. 2021, the Premio Una Vita nella Musica from the La Fenice Theater in Venice. And other things that, let me just give you some of the awards that Martha Argerich received. She started receiving her lifetime awards 20 years ago. The Office of the Order of Arts and Letters in 1996 from the French government. 2004, they made her a commander in the Order of Arts and Letters. Then the Accademica di Santa Cecilia in Rome, which is another big outfit, gave her a Musician of the Year award. And then she received the Order of the Rising Sun, gold raised with Rosetta by the Emperor of Japan in 2001. So, her career was already crowned 20 years ago. What will they be doing besides the Piano Concerto G major? They'll be doing Mother Goose by Ravel, Ma Mère Loi, and also by Ravel, the Valse Noble Sentimentale. Now, the question I have, and the program notes don't explain it, is that Martha Argerich playing the Valse Noble Sentimentale, or is it an orchestral version? And I cannot tell you. I don't know. And then they will also do Debussy's La Mer. And so with music like that, of course, there's also a choir brought in, and it's either going to be the Preludio chamber choir, directed by Andrei Stanculescu, or it's going to be another choir that he has created called the Rubato Choir, and the program notes don't tell us that either. But here's the thing you need to know. This is a chance to hear one of the greatest pianists of the last century playing live. You don't want to miss it. What can I say? I went on for 8 minutes about that, or 7 minutes, but I don't know what else to tell you. Now, I want to tell you about some of the other concerts that are coming up this week, which, as far as I know, are also going to be live streamed. But since I don't have as much certainty about them, all I can do is I can briefly commend them to you in the hopes that the information that I have is accurate. I'm pretty sure about these, but the thing is, there are also other live stream concerts going on this week from the Enescu Festival. I'm sure of that what I'm going to give you now is not all of them, but I will tell you them as we go along. Tuesday, September 16th, the Enescu Festival live streams Christian Reif leading the Romanian Youth Orchestra in Grieg's Piano Concerto and Beethoven's Ninth with pianist Simon Trpčeski on the keyboards. That's Trpčeski was in Sao Paulo in July playing a Tchaikovsky concerto. I think what's most interesting about this concert, let me see if I can get a replacement photo up for you. I'm going to try, is the conductor Christian Reif, or Reif. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And the reason he's so interesting is he's the conductor of the Gävle Symphony Orchestra, Gävle is about an hour and a half, 2 hour train ride north of Stockholm. He's also the music director at the Lakes Area Music Festival in Minnesota every summer, which is a very interesting group. And he's an innovative, sort of up and coming, very much rising star kind of a conductor. So I think that makes this, and he has worked with youth orchestras before. So I think maybe in San Francisco, I don't have that note in front of me. So they will, Trpčeski will certainly do a good job with the Grieg piano concerto. And then you get this youth symphony doing Beethoven Symphony No. 9 with a great young conductor like Christian Reif. And that strikes me as being a fun concert tomorrow if you have the time. And the time for that will be 7 o'clock European time, 1 o'clock lunchtime on the East Coast, 10 in the morning on the West Coast, 8 o'clock in the evening Eastern European time. So that's on Tuesday. Then the next live stream that we have for you is one that's going to be on Friday. So let me see what photograph I have to pull up for you about that. I sort of tried to pick out a person of interest for each of these people to give you a photo for you. Yeah, and that's the one with Buchbinder in it. Buchbinder is basically known, he made his name and his fame as a Beethoven interpreter, but this is not a Beethoven concert. Christian Macelaru and Buchbinder play Enescu, Gershwin, and Ravel with the National Orchestra of France, Friday, September 19th. That'll be at 6:30 in the evening European time, 12:30 on the East Coast, 9:30 in the morning on the West Coast, 2:30 in the morning down under in Australia. Maybe you want to stay up late for it. And 7:30 in the evening Eastern European time. They'll be doing Enescu's Romanian Rhapsody No. 2 in D major, Opus 11. Then they'll do Gershwin's Piano Concerto in F, Ravel's Piano Trio in A minor, with orchestration by Jean-Pascal Tortelier, and then Maurice Ravel's La Valse. And once again, Buchbinder, I told you he cut his teeth more or less as a Beethoven specialist. I think he's one of these people who's played all 24 Beethoven sonatas like on a weekend or something like that, live in a festival context. And he certainly recorded them all. But he has been playing Gershwin. He was playing Gershwin in the past year in some other live streams we told you about. I don't have time to look up the dates of those, but I'm telling you folks, if you follow Access Arts Live, you're just going to get so much live performances every year. So much of this is live. Anyway, and Christian Macelaru, he's been the chief conductor of the Orchestra Nationale de France for a number of years. In addition to the fact that he was at Cologne for a number of years, but now he's moved over to the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra. So that's going to be exciting for the people of Cincinnati. Anyway, so putting the two of them together to do Gershwin and Ravel is like, that'll be a great concert, honestly. And then we have one more concert, I think, to tell you about. And once again, it's the conductor who is of great interest in this concert. There he is. That's Klaus Mäkelä. Sunday, September 21st, Klaus Mäkelä leads the Royal Concertgebouw in playing Enescu, Saëns, and Stravinsky, live streamed by the Georg Enescu Music Festival. That'll be Sunday at 7 o'clock in the evening European time, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 o'clock on the West Coast of the U.S., 8 o'clock in the evening Eastern European time. They'll be doing Enescu's Romanian Rhapsody No. 1 in A major, Opus 11, Saëns' Piano Concerto No. 5 in F major, Opus 103, the Egyptian Piano Concerto. I didn't know Saëns wrote so many piano concertos. Ravel wrote one. And then Igor Stravinsky's Le Sacre du Printemps. That's what this conductor, Klaus Mäkelä, he's Finnish. He's been the chief conductor up here in Scandinavia with the Oslo Phil in Norway since 2020. He's been the music director of the Orchestre de Paris since September 2021, and he's it's interesting. He's conducting the Concertgebouw Orchestra because he will be stepping in as the chief conductor of that orchestra next year in 2027. And at the same time, he'll be starting up as the music director of the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. I'm telling you, if you're talking about a conductor whose career is heating up now, it's Klaus Mäkelä. So on the piano will be Jean-Yves Thibaudeau, French pianist who's a good choice for playing a Saëns piano concerto. So that too looks like another interesting live stream coming to you from the Enescu Music Festival this week. Well, I know that I did not go into maybe too much depth about any of these, but that might be a good thing because I'm trying to shorten somewhat the time we spend on that. But those are the various concerts that we have coming up for you. The thing you want to do now is in about 12 or 10, 15 minutes, you want to check out the link to the Enescu Music Festival website, which we provide you for the Martha Argerich performance of that Ravel concerto in G minor. I think it's in G minor, if I got that right. I'm not a musicologist, just a guy who likes music. Yeah, it's the piano concerto. No, it's in G major. So, oops. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. And let me just say, wherever you may end up viewing this as a live stream or as a clip, if you're watching this on Facebook, please like the video. If you're watching on any of our other platforms, please follow and or subscribe to Access Arts Live. We're on YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, Threads, and LinkedIn. And we could sure use the help in building up our subscriber base so that maybe someday we could actually start monetizing all the hard work I'm doing all week long, full time, so we can bring you this kind of information. So I'll say ciao for now. I will be back at 7 o'clock this evening with the weekly roundup of all the other live streams of big stage productions, meaning orchestral, the symphonic works, and any opera we can find. I don't think there is any, ballet or theater. So ciao for now, and enjoy that Martha Argerich. You don't want to miss.